Welcome back, nail crew. I love you guys so much for even clicking on this video. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Today is a pass or trash with Makartt Poly Gel. Stay tuned. Recently, a Makartt representative reached out to me and asked if I would try their kit. And I'm like, duh, right? So here's what the kit looks like. It came in a few days ago, but I did not want to open it without you guys. So I'm going to open it with you today. But first, let me show you guys the back. It just shows you everything that's in the kit. Now, this is a huge kit. It has 3 different poly gels, clear, white, and pink. It has a lamp. It has a bunch of glitter. It has a base coat, a top coat, a nail file, the gel brush picker-upper tool. They also include dual forms and paper forms. Now down here you can find them on Amazon at amazon.com/Makartt or on Facebook at Makartt Beauty. All right, guys, y'all ready? Let's see what's in here. So when you first open it up, there's 2 more boxes. All right, so let's take this one out first. This one, let me move this. This box says 24-watt UV LED lamp. So let's just see what this lamp looks like. Oh my goodness. I don't want to rip the box, but I'm like anxious, y'all. I'm anxious. Okay, so you open it up and it's nice and wrapped. Oh my gosh, so cute. So stinking cute. They wrapped that thing good. All right, so this is what the lamp looks like. I wonder if this could detach. Yep, and the bottom piece could detach. So if you're doing pedicures, you don't have to have someone put their foot on the base of your lamp. You just put this right over their foot. And then here is the plug. So let's open that up. Plug that right in here. All right, so let's see how it works. Oh, okay, so there's a sensor. So I did not have to press any buttons. I just stuck my hand in and it came on. That's dope. I love lamps that have sensors. Right there. And then the second box that it came with is this. Now this is the one that's gonna make me excited. Oh my goodness. So look, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I don't even know where to begin. Oh my goodness. All right, so they have some Makartt dual forms. Let's open these because someone else was asking me about dual forms and they said the ones they have from Yoyogi do not fit well. And I've said that in the past. The Yoyogi dual forms are not good. If you watch my dual form video, unless they've changed it and came up with something good recently, the dual forms from Yoyogi are not my favorite. I love their gel, I love their poly gel, but I don't love the dual forms. All right, so let's look at these dual forms. Let's see. Let's just play with the big one. I always like to play with the big one because it's the largest and like you can see the details. So this is how long they are. This is a size 0, so the largest size. Nice deep curve. And they're large, look. I don't know whose thumb is this big, but it is huge. It is huge. So if you have really large nail beds, boom, that's for you. Let's look at a small one. Let's see how small they get. Okay, I think this is the smallest one. What I don't like about these dual forms is that they came in a bag and they did not come like in a little kit with all the numbers separated. That's the only thing I don't like, but the dual forms themselves are really, really good. They're thick. They have a nice arch. They have a nice C-curve. Like everything else about these dual forms are perfect. And this is the smallest one. It's kind of Yeah, it fits. It fits. I was going to say it's a little too small for me, but it fits. So these are the dual forms. If you're looking for some nice, deep C curve, a nice arch with a nice apex dual forms, this would be the way to go. But like I said, they do not come in a nice little container separating the numbers. They're just in a bag. So, all right, guys, next. Let's see what's next. Okay, so they did come with the dual forms, and they also came with paper forms, which is good because if you can't find your size in a dual form, you could just build your nail with the paper form. Smart. Makartt, you guys were thinking. That was super smart. So now I want to open this. Let me cut it open. I want to open it and I want to feel the thickness because it says double thick. So let me see if they lying. Let me see if they telling the truth. So let's see. I don't know if they're double thick per se, but they are really, really thick and really strong. Like, look. I'm folding it and it's snapping back into place. It's not like creasing or anything. So they are good. They are good quality. When they say double thick, I don't know what that's compared to. You know what I mean? But they are nice. They are firm. Let's see how long of a nail you can get. So if I put my nail thumb here, yeah, that's a pretty long length. Look at that, right? All right. So I like them. I like these and I like these. So far, so good. I really like the idea of adding paper forms in case you cannot find your size in a dual form. That was brilliant. All right, so they also have a base gel and a top gel. I wonder if it's different. Hold on. I wonder if it's different than this. This is the one that I've been using. This is the one I bought from Amazon. I'm sure it's the exact same thing, but the package just looks different. Let's see. Hold on. So let's see. This one is just a little bit less. This has 8 milliliters and this has 10. But I'm pretty sure they're the same thing. So if you already have this, I don't think you need to go out and get this or this unless you're getting the kit and it comes with it. But I assume they're the same thing. I'm going to play with them today and I'll let you know. And then I want to save the glitters for last, y'all. So we're going to save those for last because that's going to make me so happy. They also come with a nail file. And this Makartt brush and picker-upper. So here's the brush side. And then here is the spatula side. As far as polygel, so their previous kit, remember, this is not Makartt's first polygel kit. Their previous kit came with very, very small tubes of polygel, 15 milliliter sizes. And that's why I never got their kit. To be honest, I've always seen their kit. Everyone said it was great, but I never bought it because the trial sizes were just so small. And I was like, that's going to be a waste of time and money for me, personally, for me, not for anyone else, but for me, because the bottles were just so small. So since then, they've came out with a kit with a larger amount of polygel, and I'm here for it. All right, so the colors that you get in this kit are clear, white, and pink. So if you wanted to do maybe an ombre, a baby boomer, or just a nice natural pink and white, this would be the kit to go with. All right, and now let's look at the glitters. Yo, this kit has the nerve to have 6 glitters. Are they trying to give me a heart attack? Do they want me to have a heart attack? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? 6 glitters in a polygel kit. Oh my gosh. All right, so let's pop this open. All right, so here is the first glitter, and it is super gorgeous. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh my gosh, it is so pretty. Oh my goodness, these people are trying to give me a heart attack. Why would you put all this cuteness in one container, one package? Like, what the hell? I could definitely see like some mermaid scale kind of design with that. This pink is gorgeous. I think I'm going to use this pink one today. I think I'm going to use this. You guys know I love pink. That is super, super, super gorgeous. All right, what's next? Let's see. I cannot even... Oh my God. Oh my gosh. I cannot contain myself, guys. What? Now, this one is okay, but I've seen this one before. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous one as well. But like I said, I've seen it before. And I think I've seen that one at Walmart. Let's see what's next. Yes! Oh my gosh! Oh, let me put them all side by side. Oh my goodness. So I have all the chunky glitters to the left, and there's 3 chunky ones, and then all the fine ones to the right, and there's 3 of those as well. This is so dope. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's just get started. I got Miss Becky. I'm just going to go ahead and prep her as usual. I am pushing back her cuticles. I'm so ready to start, y'all. I have so many ideas in my head. Oh my goodness. All right, so I pushed back her cuticles, and now I am filing off that surface shine. Remember, you are not removing any layers of the nail. You're just removing that surface shine. And the reason you want to do this is so the enhancement has something to stick to. If the surface is really shiny and slick, your enhancement gel, acrylic, polygel, whatever is going to slide right off. Now, I am going to use 2 coats of my Prep and Dehydrate. If you do not have this, don't worry about it. I do have a video on how you can make your own. I will link that below. And then I'm going in with my primer. You could use any primer you want, but this is the one that I have on my nail table. All right, so I did 2 coats of the Prep and Dehydrate, 2 coats of the primer, and now I am going in with this base coat, okay? So I'm just doing very thin layers on all her nails. The consistency of this base coat feels just like a regular base coat. Like, it's not super, super thick like my rubber base coat. It just feels like a regular base coat. Like, that's the only thing I can say. It feels like a normal base coat. So I went ahead and cured her in the lamp for a full 60 seconds. And now the first nail that I'm going to do is with the paper forms. Because, y'all, I need to practice with the paper forms. And I just want to try them out because they said they're double thick. So I'm not going to use this center piece, the piece that's hanging off on my finger. A lot of times with the thinner paper forms, you could use this center piece to make the paper form thicker, but this says double thick, so I'm not going to use it. I'm going to test it out, and I'm going to see if it is truly double thick. Okay, so once the form is on, you want to flip the finger side to side and make sure that it is flushed against the skin and the nail. All right, now I'm going in with a very, very thin layer of this white polygel, and I'm using my old Macart brush. If you're like, oh my god, that brush looks used, it is used. Now, this kit did come with the Macart brush, but I did not want to use it because I already have a Macart brush, so I put that one to the side, and I'm going to use my old brush. Okay, so when you're using white or very opaque or very dark colored polygels or gels, you want to use very thin layers because a lot of times they have a problem curing all the way through. And there's nothing wrong with the gel. The thing is, the light just cannot penetrate because it's so pigmented. So anytime you have a really pigmented color, just use very, very thin layers, okay? And that's exactly what I'm doing here. I put a very thin layer of that white on the nail, and now I'm just shaping it and brushing it and just getting it to the form that I want. Then I'm going to cure that for 60 seconds. So go ahead and pop that in the lamp. Now I'm going in with this pink. So yeah, she's pretty. I think that might be too much. Again, you want to just use very, very thin layers, especially when you're trying to do an ombre, which is what I'm trying to do now. You want very thin layers. Otherwise, it's going to be a hot mess. I don't know if you guys watched my first attempt at an ombre with polygel. It came out really cute in the end, but I did have some trial and error. I will link that video below in case you guys want to watch it. This is my second attempt at an ombre with polygel, and so far it's turning out a lot better than my first attempt. Now, the pink one is a little bit more stickier than the white, so I'm just going to dip that in my alcohol. That is just 50% isopropyl alcohol that I have in my pink cup. It is not slip solution. I do not like slip solution. I just prefer the alcohol. So I dip my brush in the alcohol, and now I'm just smoothing the surface of the pink, blending it in with that white. Now, this pink is a lot sheerer than I thought. You know, I thought it was going to be a little bit more opaque and it was going to cover up and blend with the white. But that is not what's happening because it is too translucent and sheer. So now I'm just going to go in with this pink glitter, and it is going to save my ombre. You know, glitter is the fix for anything, right? So I'm going to take this pink glitter, and I'm literally just going to pack it into where I want the pink to be for the ombre. So I have this little brush. This is just a regular random brush because I don't want to mess up my polygel brush. And I'm just going to pat the glitter into place. There is no right or wrong. You just do whatever looks good to you, whatever makes you happy. And I'm just going to fade that down. Oh my goodness. This looks so stinking cute already. I love it. I love it. Give me a thumbs up if you love it too, because I know you got to love it, right? So now I'm going to go ahead and cure this in the lamp for 60 seconds. So let's go ahead and pop her in. And 60 seconds later, this is what she looks like. Let's take off this form. Let's see. This is always the scariest part for me. Like, oh my God, what if the nail breaks when I take off the form? All right, now you see this little white gel? That means that the white was too opaque and it did not cure all the way through. So when that happens, ladies, don't cry. It's okay. All you have to do is flip the finger over and then cure the underside for another 60 seconds, okay? So 60 seconds on the top, flip it over and cure the bottom for another 60 seconds, and then you should have a nice cured, dried polygel extension top and bottom, all right? Now, I think this looks absolutely gorgeous. So far, so good. We're just going to encapsulate that glitter with some clear. So I have a little bit of clear polygel right on my spatula. I am moistening my brush with that alcohol, and I'm just going to pat it in place. So basically, I like to start at the cuticle area first, make sure that's nice and flushed, make sure all of it looks nice and even, and then I go ahead and bring the rest of the polygel down over the rest of the nail, and that is what I'm doing now. And it's going very nice, very smooth, and this polygel is very clear, so you can see right through it. The white still looks white, and the pink still looks pink. All right, ladies, so once you like the way that looks and it's nice and even, go ahead and pop that in the lamp and cure it for 60 seconds. All right, she looks so stinking cute. Oh my goodness, she is a little bit sticky though. So I'm just gonna take that same makeup wedge that I was using before and that same alcohol, dip a little bit of the alcohol onto the makeup wedge and just wipe off that sticky inhibition layer. Now she is all ready to be file, shaped, and buff. So I'm going in with this hand file and I'm going to file the nail. You do not need a e-file to do this, but if you want to use an e-file, you can. Just make sure you have a very, very soft grit arbor band, okay? So you don't want to use an arbor band that has like 100 grit. You want to stay with maybe 180 or even 200 or 240, something like that, but nothing too coarse, or else you will leave scratches and lines in your polygel, and that is not going to give you the look that you want. All right, so now that the nail was filed, I went ahead and buffed it with my hand buffer, and now I'm taking that same makeup sponge with that alcohol and just wiping off my dusting that I created, and she is time to be sealed in and shiny and glossy with this top coat. So I'm going to go ahead and put 2 layers of this top coat on, okay? So I did 1 layer, cured it for 60 seconds, and after the second layer, this is what it looks like. Super shiny, gorgeous. All right, so that nail is done. Let's move on to the dual form. All right, so for the next nail, I am going to use this clear polygel and the glitters that I have there at the bottom. I'm completely speechless, okay? Like, they are gorgeous. I had to use them. I'm sorry. And I couldn't decide which one I wanted to use, so I was like, screw it. I'm going to use them both. So I have the polygel in the dual form, just a very thin layer, and I pat that into place. Now I'm going in with my glitter brush, and I'm going to start with the chunkier glitter first, and I put that right into the dual form, and then I'm going in now with the fine glitter, and I'm just patting it into place. I'm just making sure that it's really getting embedded into the polygel. So you can do that for as long as you want, just until you like it, until it looks like something you would wear, right? And then go ahead and pop that nail into the lamp and cure it for 60 seconds. You want to do a full cure on this, because if you put too much glitter into the nail, the light won't penetrate through and then the polygel won't dry, okay? So make sure you do a very full cure. And then we're going to go ahead and encapsulate that with another layer of that clear. And again, I just put the clear into the dual form, and now I'm patting it into place, just covering up the whole surface of the nail and making sure to get all of the glitter covered. Once all the glitter is nice and encapsulated, we're going to put it on the nail. So you want to start right at the cuticle line, but not on the cuticle or on the skin, okay? And you want to press lightly. This is not a firm press, because if you press too firmly, you will have polygel oozing out on the sides of the nail, okay? Now, if you do get a small amount on the edges of the nail, just take that same brush, dip it in alcohol, and clean up the areas on the outside, all right? Now, it is very, very important to flip that hand over and make sure that you do not have any polygel oozing and seeping past the nail fold. So you see the free edge of her nail? The polygel is flushed with the free edge. It's not coming over and it's not touching her skin. Now, if you did mess up and press too firmly, take that same brush with some alcohol and smooth out the underside of the nail, okay? Because you want to make sure that it is just as smooth as the top. No one wants a rough, bumpy, sloppy nail. So smooth it all out, because once it goes into the lamp, it is too late. Now, so far, ladies, I love this kit. I know this is a pass or trash video, and I must say this is a full pass so far. You get a lamp, you get full containers of polygel, you get glitter, you get a spatula, you get a nail file, you get paper forms and dual forms. I don't know of any other polygel kit that is so inclusive and has everything that this kit has. Now, I'm not paid to say that I like it or anything like that. They simply sent me the kit and asked me to try it and give my honest opinion. Well, my honest opinion is I love this kit. If you guys are in the market for polygel and a lamp and a file and a spatula, picker-upper, and glitter, like, it would make sense to just get this one kit, because it has everything in it. And I really, really like it. Like, I like it. This is definitely a pass. A thumbs up and a pass. I really don't have anything bad to say about this kit. It worked well. Some of the polygels were a little bit sticky, like the pink and the clear kind of stuck to my brush. But other than that, once you added a little bit of alcohol, it was just fine. This is what the nail looks like from the side view. I love how the dual form gave it a nice apex. Look at that. Super cute. Like, I feel like that's almost perfect. And then on the underside of the nail, the free edge of the nail and the polygel are flushed. You don't have like the polygel seeping over and touching the skin. And again, this is just what the nails look like. I love them so much. Let me know what you guys think below. Hopefully you guys love them just as much as I do. This was so easy to create. I love them. Hey, I do. I like them. Me and Miss Becky like them, so that's all that counts. All right, guys, don't forget you can follow me on social media and find out what's new in my life. Please give this video a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. I respond to everyone. Don't forget to subscribe. And here are 2 more videos for you guys to watch. I love you guys so much. Thank you for rocking with me till the end of the show. Mwah.